Am I the a-hole for laughing uncontrollably at my son when he asked me to replace a Christmas gift he broke out of anger? I know I'm likely not the a-hole here, but I'm really unsure about the extent of it. So, my son is almost 17. For Christmas this year, we bought him a really expensive computer gaming chair. He's a big gamer and plays a lot of online multiplayer shooters. Now, my son does have some anger issues, which he's currently in therapy for, and these kinds of shooter games tend to bring out his temper more than usual. But for the past few months, he's been doing a great job keeping it together, so I figured the chair would be a fair and well-deserved present. Well, I was wrong. The day after Christmas, he was gaming, having some bad luck, and apparently, other players in the game were messing with him because he was losing his patience. This all ended with him screaming insults, and then picking up his brand new chair and slamming it into the ground, completely breaking the back of it. After he calmed down, we had a very serious conversation. I told him he is no longer allowed to play multiplayer games under my roof until his therapist feels comfortable with his progress. We talked about his coping mechanisms and everything, and I made it crystal clear that this behavior was completely unacceptable and he was grounded. We've had these heart-to-hearts many times before, so it's not like I make light of his outbursts. It's a very serious issue, and we treat it that way. However, later that day, he came to me and said he'd like me to replace the chair. His reasoning: it was a gift. He really liked it, and it would only be fair. At that moment, all the frustration, disbelief, and disappointment in his behavior just boiled over, and I started laughing, hysterically, like a full-on laughing fit where I could barely breathe or talk. The more he tried to plead his case, the harder I laughed. I kept asking him, between gasps of air, how it was fair in his mind for me to replace a gift I paid for, that he broke in a fit of anger. This obviously made him even more upset, and he started to get emotional. But I just couldn't stop myself. I tried walking out of the room and asked him to drop it, but every time he'd say something like, "But I need a chair," or "What am I supposed to do now?" I'd just start laughing all over again. I tried to explain that I wasn't laughing at his feelings. I was laughing at how absolutely absurd it was for him, as a teenager, to expect me to replace something he couldn't be bothered to treat with respect, and then whine about it after he destroyed it. He's still really pissed off about it and feels slighted. I do feel bad for laughing, and honestly, I wonder if I had some sort of mini stress break myself, because that's never happened before, and I genuinely couldn't seem to stop. But at the same time, I stand by the fact that his request was so ridiculous, it would make most people want to laugh. So, how badly did I mess up? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.